Are you still feeding these to your dog? This is what you should be feeding your dog. In this video, Koda and I are gonna be teaching you how to make 3 simple ingredient dog treats. So before we start anything else, we are going to preheat the oven to 300. All done. Next, I'm washing all of our produce. This week we got some fresh blueberries and we got some really nice carrots, which Koda loves. So we wash our vegetables with a tablespoon of baking soda in water for a few minutes. Recipe number 1 only has 4 ingredients: flour, flaxseed, peanut butter, and banana. 1 banana. Now I'm just mashing up the banana so it's easier to mix in with the flour, the flaxseed, and the peanut butter. It's easiest if you use a super ripe banana, so if you just buy them like a week in advance and let them sit in your kitchen, should be good. This is the consistency you want to achieve with the banana. Koda likes it chunkier, but you definitely could put this in a blender if you wanted to. Next, we're gonna add our white rice flour. You could use regular flour or whole wheat flour, but our little girl has a lot of allergies, so we are using this. I'm just gonna mix this up till we get all the flour together. This is Koda's favorite part, the peanut butter. We need about a half a cup of this. Before any of this actually gets to the recipe, we need our taste tester to make sure that she likes it. All right, so this is just half a cup of peanut butter. We don't have to put this kind of peanut butter in the microwave because it's natural and it's already creamy. We're just gonna pour this in, just mixing this up, and then we're gonna throw our flax seeds in. So you're gonna want this to eventually be a doughy mixture as if you're making cookies or something. She's smacking her lips. Ooh. Pause for a little cleaning. I have half a cup of ground flaxseed. I'm gonna do this a little bit at a time just because it's a pain to stir. It's actually kind of hard. If it looks like this, you did it right. So for the next part, you're just gonna wanna grab a piece of parchment paper, lay it on here, grab your white flour, sprinkle it on so the dough doesn't get stuck, and there you go. This is what it should look like when you're about to roll it out. Just make a little even circle. I'm not really rolling this into anything specific, but I am just going to make sure there's about a 1/4 inch thickness around the whole thing and even on all sides, just so our cookie cutters will go right through it. What's this? These are our cookie cutters that we got from Amazon. I will link them in the description below. I just grabbed another piece of parchment paper and put it on a baking sheet, and I'm just gonna sprinkle a little pinch of flour to make sure the cookies come up after we bake them. We have a K for Koda. I'm gonna do some stars. Now that we're done using the cookie cutters, I'm rolling everything back up into a ball, and I'm gonna place them in this other mold that we have, which you can also get on our Amazon storefront, and I'm gonna put them on the baking sheet with the cookies. Recipe number 1 is all done. So we're gonna put these off to the side and wait till we finish recipe number 2, which is also a baking recipe. On to recipe number 2. This one is carrot and pumpkin based, so there's more veggies in this. And this is something we like to give Koda to kind of balance out her diet throughout the week. Now we're just starting to put all the carrots in the blender. I'm just opening our pumpkin puree. Perfect. We just need a 1/3 cup of the pumpkin puree. I put a little bit extra because I know Koda likes it. Next, I'm doing a half a cup of flour. Next, I'm adding a few peas. You can mix and match the vegetables in here based on your dog's dietary needs. I just know that Koda really likes these. And after that, I'm gonna do a 1/4 cup of peanut butter again. Next, I'm gonna do just a little bit of flax seeds. For the last step in this recipe, I just put our food processor in a blender-safe bowl. This should be a similar consistency as the first one, just blend it up, all good. Your peas and your carrots aren't in big chunks. We're gonna get a smell test from Koda really quick. Oh no. I am putting the veggie mixture into this little dog bone silicone bake sheet, and I'm also gonna do some bigger treats, but I like to have different sizes throughout the week for Koda. Are you super excited for your treats? These are all for you, Koda. All right, and just like that, 108 treats are made. All you need to do for this is just pat down your dough and throw your cookie cutters on. It's a little bit too thick to roll on a roller, but your cookies still come out great. Finally, they're ready to go in the oven. We have recipe 1 and recipe 2. While those cook for 20 minutes, time for recipe number 3. This recipe does not get baked, it gets frozen. This needs to stay in your freezer for at least 5 hours before you can give it to your dog. Step number 1, we are cutting up our watermelon. I have cut up half our watermelon, so what I'm gonna do is chop up some parts of it in small little pieces about this big. So I have two bowls going here, one with bigger chunks, one with smaller chunks. In the big chunk bowl, we are going to take our food processor and we are going to mash these up because this will be the base of the treats. We're going to take our blueberries and our small chunks of watermelon and we are going to fill all the little molds with blueberries and the watermelons. Now that we have all our fruits in, we are ready to go in there with the watermelon and the yogurt. Pour it in, just like a little ice cube for dogs. Right now I'm doing the lick mats. You just need to put these on trays when you put them in your freezer because these have suction cups on the bottom so that when your dog starts licking them, they stay in place. But we want them to stay on the tray so that everything freezes correctly. Now I am putting yogurt on the lick mats and I'm going to put yogurt in the fruit molds. Freezer time, they're ready. After 35 minutes, they're ready. Ooh, they look so good. Oh my God. So these need to cool for about 30 minutes before we can give them to the pup. We have number one, the fruity recipe. Taste test. That one passed the test. Let's try treat number two with the vegetables. That one passed too, yummy. We are now gonna wait 5 hours and come back when all of our frozen treats are done. 5 hours is up, let's check these frozen treats. Ooh, these look so good. These are Koda's lick mats. They came out perfect. The best part about these treats is you can have them as well because they're safe for humans. Here is the final product, all 4 treats and the lick mats. Make sure you store your frozen treats in the freezer and your baked treats in the refrigerator. These treats should last you about a week and these should last you as long as you keep them in the freezer. In addition to being healthy for your pets, this entire set of treats only costs about $35 and we have multiple ingredients to make treats for the next round. Right now, I'm gonna let Koda try one of the yogurt treats. She's drooling all over me. Oh, is it super yummy? Now we're gonna try the watermelon. Oh, she took this one right away. She likes it. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe and we'll see you next week.